Viewer discretion is advised. This game does have some flashing lights. Have you ever been just wondering if you could play doors as fast as you can? Well, do I have the game for you. This is a Roblox game called Grace. And what you do in it is you do exactly what it sounds like. You run through doors just as fast as you can. There's I don't know if there's an infinite amount of doors. I haven't really gotten that far into it. I've only gotten to like door 400 or so, but it is extremely fun. You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds in order to get to designated checkpoints, which is where you see when you start this, while you are being chased by all sorts of obstacles. I love this game because it's just like Pizza Tower and like doors. You have just barely enough time to get to the next section before you run out of time. You have monsters like this one where it causes you to do a certain action in order to prevent getting caught. And don't get me started on the soundtrack. The soundtrack is amazing. You can hear it whenever I first start these runs. It starts in kind of like slow and melodic, and then it just bounces into this like upbeat rhythm that wants you to like run and go. I love it. It gives off the Death I Deserve Only or Pizza Time vibes, and it makes you want to go more. And I wish I had gotten more like footage of me actually running through this, because just what you're watching right now is me going through like a couple, I think it's 100 or something doors, just to get like a general sense of what the game feels like. And it's great. It's honestly great. This is one of the most highest quality products I've seen on Roblox. Like, I know there are other products and whatnot, but this is so far my favorite. Um, I I played this like 4 hours straight because I just kept like wanting to do more. I got ever since I started, I was like, oh man, I've gotten to like door 100, I've gotten to like door 200, and it's just I've gotten to like 500 now, and I don't know where it is. I want to find where it is, and all of the different like monsters and whatnot are very interesting. You have a worm that gets in your way. You have this guy who you have to go behind a like wall for, and you don't even have to most of the time. So you just have to like make sure he doesn't see you. There's some interactions with the vaults and the guy who charges through. I don't know all of their names, but you can literally just run into a vault while the red one is coming after you, and you can wait for them to pass. Or if you have enough time, you can quickly start the beginning sequence and try to get to a safe spot as soon as you can. It's very, very interesting. I really love that. There's multiple ways to deal with one problem. And I do understand that most people may not find this interesting just to watch somebody play this game and run through like whatever while yapping about it. But literally, the gameplay speaks for itself. I can't explain every like obstacle, and even if I did, it would live up to the justice that you really feel whenever you're going through this like uh, get obstacle course, really. So I originally was like, okay, I'll edit this and I'll put it into like little snippets of interesting parts, and then I started looking at all the footage and I'm like, I can't find anything that I don't want to show. So I have just all of this happening all at once, and it seems really fast, but you catch on really quickly. I promise you, if you've never played a game like Pizza Tower or something like that before, it'll be like possibly a really slow start, but once you like grapple onto, okay, I need to do this whenever this guy shows up, or I need to do this in order to save time, you run with it. It's pun intended. It's really interesting. Uh, I haven't even touched on the like eyes that appear. You saw the blue one earlier. You're supposed to not look at him, and you can avoid that pretty simply by just looking down, as long as you know where you're going. And there are some rooms where it's really hard not to look at him. Like sometimes you'll start the room and he'll be right there, and like there, and I promise you, it's hard sometimes. I've gotten hit before, and it's like that. It's killed my run. But there's also the like red one, which is you have to look at him, and he doesn't appear as often. But when he does, you have to like trust yourself. Right there, you can see where one of those interactions with the dude that you have to get behind a wall. You can see it right there. I can just barely get out of his line of sight, and he disappeared. He's no longer a problem. I could have ran back out of the room and wasted a little bit more time to have a guaranteed like uh, way of getting rid of him, but no. And there was a red eye right there that I had to look at. Just the like ways they have thought. I think this is one too. On the description of the Roblox video, it does say there's one person. So this one person has put so much effort and design into these monsters to make sure that they all not only will float together, but they also like uh, disrupt your flow. Because you can see that I'm having to stop, I'm having to wait, and I'm wasting time, and it becomes so like time is meaningful in the later stages. I can promise you on like door 500, it you cannot stop. You have to like make sure that you are at least moving forward in some aspect. I It's really hard to save time in some scenarios. I also understand that some of this like time wasting can be me. You'll actually see with this guy right here. So you have to stop, like full on dead stop and crouch in order to actually prevent him. And this one, you have to make sure that you are underneath something. Um, the guy that you had to go behind a wall for that like split second, I was running into him, and that's mainly just like me. Like I'm making mistakes. Uh, you cannot make mistakes on door like 500. I know I'm saying it a lot. Like, oh, door 500, door 500. Look, see, I had to stop. Um, but it really is just that important, and I love that. I love this game. It's I if this were a standalone game, I don't care how much it's worth. I'm buying. Like, it just looks that good, and it feels that good as well. No, I'm running through this. I'm door. I think I'm almost door 200, or I'm at door 200. And you can see the mistake I'm about to make. I really wish that it wasn't something this simple, but it's it's really funny to me now. I stop, run in here, I'm hiding, I run out, he appears, I think, okay, I have enough time to run and get that lever. I do not. And then there's this like mysterious aspect for the end that's extremely interesting. It's talking about salvation or this paradise. And then I quit and log because, you know, that's the end of the recording. So if you guys really did like enjoy this video, I really enjoyed making it. Um, make sure to like subscribe. The other tutorials have a lot of stuff that they're probably higher quality than this because, you know, I got a new PC and I'm like setting everything up and whatnot. But yeah, don't, like, subscribe, do all the notification thingies or whatever. I'm Gay Stress, Teetotalfour, and I'll see you in the next one.